settle their score under the sun. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. That jab won't score. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Counter punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Nice counter. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Beautiful counter shot. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. And Lopez is dazed. Teofimo Lopez goes down. Blink and you miss it. We can watch that all over again.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez out. Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
To beat a counterpuncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
They both want a knockout, you can tell. So he's going to taunt here. I don't know if that's the wisest strategy. Beautiful counter punch. Johnny, I love watching these lighter fighters just based on the hand speed and the foot movement. So impressive to watch. No rest for the weary. Nice counter shot. Some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Nice counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Going to need a knockout.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweet.
There's the bell to start round 3. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
He blocks the hook. with lightweights, these guys are going to be lightning quick.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown their shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. 1. Beautiful counter punch. Nice counter. Good punch. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Good counter punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different. There's the bell for round 4. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Going to punch himself out, though. Swing and a miss with the jab. Nice counter. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Nice counter. These punches coming from every angle. When are we going to see a jab from these two? They both want the knockout. Perfect, a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Those counter punches have to hurt. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go, and it's just bouncing up and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Both men step back for just a moment. You'd like to see more jabs. scores with the counter. Here we go with these two lightning-quick lightweights.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
And the takeover's in some big trouble now. Down goes Lopez. As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it. Let's watch it again.
I've got to see that again.
Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez. Let's start the 6. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. So much for being a good sport here. They're going to taunt. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They block the left there. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Nice job blocking the hook. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez. And there's the bell for round 7. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford... Hold it right there! Teofimo in some real trouble here. We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Teofimo Lopez might be ready to go. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
And now they're trying to get into their opponent's head. And Lopez is dazed. Down goes Teofimo. body shot right there, paralyzed him, and won it fight.
That's lights out right there.
GG.
So it's onward and upward after a knock.